that? Well, tomboy is part of your personality, not your sexuality. And why it can't be a sexual orientation? Because tomboy can be a phase. Let's talk about it. Because a lot of people think tomboy is a sexual orientation.
Ooh, girl, I like the way you do it.
Yes, a tomboy is a personality, not an orientation. I know a lot of people think a tomboy is part of the LGBT community. Well, turns out it's not. Now, being a tomboy can be a phase because, well, there are some women out there who can grow out of their boyishness or their masculine persona. But then you got others where sometimes it's not a masculine persona or a boyish persona, but more of a trait. As in, they start to realize, well, I don't think this is a personality thing. I think I'm going more on to the LGBT. But keep in mind, not all tomboys end up being part of the LGBT. Because, well, honey, remember, it's a personality. And there's a lot of straight women out there who do have a boyish or masculine persona. Now, why would a man want to date a tomboy? Why would he want to be with a woman who has a boyish or masculine persona? Well, think about how tomboys can be fearless. Not just fearless, but think about how they like sport. But even though she likes to wear man clothes sometimes, but she also balances her feminine side that she likes to embrace. And tomboys like to be challenging, also like video games, and well, let's face it, who else likes all those things? Men. So I feel it makes sense why a man would want to be with a tomboy because, well, he knows he shares the same interests with a woman who has a boyish or masculine persona, but she's a straight woman. And I don't blame him. Because there's many men out there who would date a feminine woman who's not really into sports or doesn't really like to be fearless or, you know, doesn't really like to be a little bit boyish. And that's okay. Some men are just not into that. But I feel it's very understandable why a man will want a tomboy. And the final question to this whole video. Do I believe that a man is gay because he dates a tomboy or marry a tomboy? And the answer will be no. Because remember, being a tomboy is not a sexual orientation. It's just a personality. And I don't think a straight man who just likes a woman who has a different personality from other feminine women is gay because his woman likes to be a little boyish or a little masculine in her persona. All I'm saying is, a man who dates a tomboy is way different from an androsexual man or a man who has a mask. Because if a man is into a woman like me who has the gender expression of a masculine trait where, you know, I'm 24/7 masculine, I don't have no type of feminineness in me or even try to even, you know, wear feminine clothes, you know, or even look feminine. You know, like I don't try to look feminine at all. Like I am mass presenting 24/7. And a man who's into that, I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel that's a straight man. Because let's face it, straight men date tomboys. Not just that, but men who date tomboys have an actual serious relationship with them. Compared to a man who finds like masculinity sexually attractive, like those men are more like trying to prove a point, you know, to the world or to society. Because they like to tell society that they've been a mass presenting woman, and I guess telling that to the world kind of makes him feel that he's taking a mass presenting woman masculinity away. They never really seem to like admit, you know, they like masculinity, they lack it. You know, and they never really want to talk about being in a serious relationship with a mass presenting woman. Like they don't ever talk about that. They just talk about the sex part. Compared to a man who dates a tomboy, you know, he's not gonna lack what his woman persona is. He's gonna express to people why him and his girlfriend share the same interests and why, you know, him as a man will want to be interested into a woman that's well masculine or has a boyish persona. And I'm gonna be honest, it seems like to me a man who dates a tomboy, he's doing heterosexual stuff compared to a man with a mass fetish or androsexual. He's doing homosexual stuff, but I guess sometimes claims to be heterosexual. So I believe no one should ever tell a man who dates a tomboy that he's gay because, well, he's not. At the end of the day, being a tomboy is part of your personality, not your sexuality. And remember, the thing about the personality of a tomboy, that sometimes it can be temporary. So I hope everyone now knows what a tomboy is and can stop actually saying that it's part of the LGBT when really it's not. Hey, listen, like, subscribe, and hit that damn notification. Come on, what you doing? Whether you think I'm funny or I'm not funny, just an actor. Come on.
Whatever happens, don't look
In a mental health facility, cause honey, I'd like to get my straps up. So let's talk about it. Since y'all